This is Optimal Finance Daily, episode 175. Can't find a dream job? Create your own. Part 2, by Babauta of ZenHabits.net.
Get ready to maximize your potential with Optimal Finance Daily, the podcast that brings you the best content in personal finance 5 days a week. Your optimal life awaits. Now here's your host, Dan Warren.
Hi everyone, welcome back to this Friday edition of Optimal Finance Daily, where I read to you from some of the best personal finance blogs on the planet. And hope you've all had a good week. We are gearing up for Halloween here in my house. It's always been my wife's favorite holiday. Her birthday is November 1st, which might have something to do with it. And wouldn't you know it, our oldest daughter was actually born on Halloween 4 years ago, just about 20 minutes before it turned to my wife's birthday at midnight. So between the costumes that my wife makes for all of us and the two birthdays, it's going to be quite a busy weekend for me. So I hope everybody also has fun Halloween plans in store. And as for what we have on the podcast today, we're going to continue our two-part post from Zen Habits. Yesterday we read the first part of Leo's post about finding your dream job. So if you're new here, or maybe you just missed yesterday's episode, you will definitely want to check out that one first. It's episode 174. And while you're out there in your podcast app, you might want to check out our two brother podcasts as well, Optimal Living Daily and Optimal Health Daily. They're similar shows in that the hosts read blog posts to you. So if you like this show, you're going to love those too. And you can search for them, subscribe, and you'll get to hear a lot more amazing content read to you for free. And with that, let's continue yesterday's post as we optimize your life. Can't find a dream job? Create your own. Part 2, by Babauta of ZenHabits.net. Get good. If you want to make a living at what you love doing, you need to get good at it. Some of you are already good at what you love. You've been doing it for years, either on the job or as a personal passion. Others are just starting out, but that's not a barrier. You just have to put in more time and effort. I was already an experienced writer when I started Zen Habits. I'd been a journalist for about 18 years, but I didn't know a thing about blogging or teaching people to simplify, improve their lives, change their habits. I knew about how to do that myself, though I was still learning, but I'd never taught anyone. So I learned. I read other blogs, I read personal development sites and books, read blogs about blogging, studied the best, figured out what they did that made them successful. It takes a lot of study, a lot of analysis, a lot of trying and doing and seeing what works and what doesn't. And I made a ton of mistakes. That's a good thing. You can't get good at anything without making a huge amount of mistakes. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. They're stepping stones to greatness. Try everything, see what works, see what doesn't, stick with the things that work. Put in a lot of hours of practice and doing. The more the better. Reflect on what you've done and what you've learned. Write it down. Put it in your blog so you can help others learn. But more importantly, you'll force yourself to learn from your own experience. Get good. Others will gladly pay you if you're good. Build an audience. Any business, big or small, benefits from an audience. That's different than a customer base. An audience is a group of people who you help and who love you. They might not pay you. Some will want to pay you for more of what you offer, but many will just love you, and that's a great thing. The best way to attract an audience is to provide really valuable content. It's that simple. Help people solve their problems. Give away lots of powerful information to do so. Building an audience is tough. It takes time. It takes a lot of giving. It takes a willingness to weather criticism and to learn from that criticism, though ignore the idiots. Build income. Okay, you're pursuing your passion, you've developed your skills, you've built an audience. Now what? How does that pay your bills? You build income streams. There are many, many ways to do that, including give away free articles but charge for ebooks or other digital products. That's what I do. Create a subscription or membership service for powerful content. Create online courses. Sell ads or run ads from ad networks. Do consulting or freelancing. Do speaking engagements or training seminars. Sell physical stuff online or on a site such as Etsy. Create an app and sell it on the Apple or Android platforms. Build a web app and charge for the premium version. Provide a service where you go to people's houses and do something for them, yard work, massage, fitness training, house painting, etc. Sell t-shirts or coffee mugs or stickers with your slogan or logo. Sell other people's stuff as an affiliate and get commissions. Which of these things should you do? Try one, see how that works, then try another, then another. See what works best and be willing to build multiple income streams. The empowerment of creating your own job. I've only given you a rough outline, but if I gave away every step, that would be taking away all the fun. The fun is learning how to do it yourself. There is something incredibly empowering about seizing control of your life and creating the job you want, rather than waiting for it to happen or waiting for someone to give it to you. You are no longer a passive viewer of the world, but someone actively changing it. You become your own boss, pursuing your own goals. That's incredible. If you're out of a job or stuck in a lousy job, I feel for you. But look at your horrible situation as a wonderful opportunity to change your life and do something great. It could be the best thing you've ever done. You just listened to part 2 of the post titled Can't Find a Dream Job? Create Your Own by Babauta of Zen Habits.net. And that wraps up this week of posts that have covered doing work that you love. Now, if you want to hear more topics like this right here on Optimal Finance Daily or even on a podcast of its own, let us know by visiting us at oldpodcast.com. And once again, if you like the premise of this show, definitely subscribe to our other podcasts that I mentioned, Optimal Living Daily and Optimal Health Daily. They're similar to this show in terms of format, and they cover even more topics from popular bloggers. And that wraps up this week of Optimal Finance Daily. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you after the weekend on Halloween, where your optimal life awaits.
Hello, Life Optimizer. This is Justin Malik, creator and producer of this podcast, but also Optimal Living Daily, the show where I read to you from even more blogs covering finance, productivity, minimalism, personal development, and more from incredible bloggers like Derek Sivers, Zen Habits, Mark and Angel, The Minimalists, and all the ones you hear on this show too. So if you enjoyed today's episode and like taking amazing blogs on the go, come on over to Optimal Living Daily and subscribe to that one too. And together, we'll start optimizing your life.
You've been listening to Optimal Finance Daily. Be sure to hit the subscribe button to stay up to date on each new episode and head to oldpodcast.com. That's OLDpodcast.com for a free gift as well as more actionable tips and resources to help you maximize your potential. Thanks for joining us, and remember, your optimal life awaits.